Can Nigerian English become a globally recognized variety like British English or American English?
My short answer is yes. A lot still needs to be done. The language needs to be institutionalized. First of all, needs to be recognized in government policy. For example, we know from history there was a time that American English was regarded as bad English. But today, English is what it is today across the world, not just because of the UK, but because of the US. So whether it will happen is yes. When it will happen is what I can't tell. But in the country, in Nigeria, for example, how is the government promoting Nigerian variety of English? And the more Nigeria continue to export Nigerian things, we export our music, we export our movie, export our culture to other parts of the world. The same way we'll simultaneously export our language, and it will. But it will take time and effort.
What is a recommended reading on your reading list, or something that your colleague has recommended? One
that stood out for me, written by a non-linguist, all right, is the book called Bad English, The History of Linguistic Aggravation, written by Amon Shia. One thing I learned from that book is that it shows us how we should not be pedantic about language. Sometimes language is something people complain about a lot. You're English, you have a different accent, you speak a different kind of English. But that book teaches us that what is error today becomes standard tomorrow. Most of the words we use now in the official context and think they were normal in the 17th, 18th century, they were regarded as erroneous. So reading that book is actually an eye-opener, and it's not really an academic book, but it teaches us about the history of linguistic pedantry, and it's a very good book for everyone.
And what is your favorite city or country to visit?
Kigali, the capital city of Rwanda. When I was in that country some years ago, my first attraction to that is how neat, how organized the city is. But also as a linguist, I also got interested in its multilingual landscape. At the official context, you can think of languages like Swahili, Kenya, Rwanda, French, English, and this also reflects the historical and colonial legacy and relationship the country has had with other. And as a linguist, it shows a lot about the relationship between language identity, language policy, and all of that.
And finally, do you have a quote that continues to impact you?
Is the one by the popular Nigerian fiction writer, Chinua Achebe. He had many quotes about English, and he said that the price a world language must be prepared to pay is submission to many different kinds of use. And that reflects a lot in what I do as a researcher, that English, being a world language, must be prepared to submit itself to all kinds of use, not just how it is used in the UK or in the US, but how it is used in Nigeria, how it is used elsewhere in the world, and that is what is happening now.
Interesting. Thank you so much for the interview today.
Thank you. The pleasure is mine. Thank you so much, Halima.